We're here with Hannah Blystone of the Trine University cross country and triathlon teams. Hannah, why don't you kind of describe for us how you did your experience being at a Division III school and competing in Division III athletics, and what attracts you to that D3 experience?
Okay. When I first decided to come to Trine, I really liked the small atmosphere of the school, and I also liked the connections that you had with the coaches and the professors as well as the other students. I'm able to walk into a classroom and not only do all the professors know my name, but they also know me personally, and I'll have professors like congratulate me after a weekend. They'll be like, hey, I heard you had a really good race, or like, good luck next weekend, I know it's like such and such race. So I really like the personal interactions that you have with your professors, your coaches, and your student peers as well.
Now, you've mentioned that you've been involved in athletics pretty much your whole life, running, swimming, and with Trine starting a triathlon team. Kind of describe to us, how did you become interested in that, and how do you combine the two with them both being in the same season with triathlon and cross country?
I originally decided to start doing triathlon because my cross-country schedule actually pairs with it really nicely. I'm a lower mileage girl, so I only run 40 miles a week, which sounds crazy, but a lot of my teammates will run 50 to 60 miles a week. So with running less, I have to compensate and bike and swim a little bit more to get more mileage in and kind of be able to compete at a higher level. So since I was already biking a certain amount of minutes per week and I was doing hard swim workouts, and I swim in high school and I miss it a lot, I just decided that doing triathlon would be beneficial to me and I enjoy it a lot.
Now, with triathlon, it's pretty much a brand new or a newer sport in the NCAA and across the country. So you go up against some pretty tough competition. Going back to the meet that race that you just completed, and finishing as the top D3 competitor, going up against D1 schools and other runners who have some top competition. How does that make you feel, knowing you're going up against that kind of competition, and how do you use that to your advantage?
It was really interesting. It was kind of intimidating at first because we compete all as an NCAA meet, not just in Division I runners, Division II runners, and Division III runners like it would be for track and other sports too, I assume. So just knowing that some of the girls that I was competing against had just competed in the World Championships for triathlon like a couple months prior, it was definitely a little bit intimidating, and my goal was just to go out there and do the best that I could along with my teammates and to put Trine on the radar, and we never really expected what happened, I guess. So
with being a student athlete and obviously schoolwork, being at a Division III setting, how would you describe to maybe somebody who's a senior in high school, who might be interested in being an athlete or continuing their athletic career after high school? How would you describe to them, how would you balance academics and athletics at the college level?
I would say that it's easier than you would think for Division III because your professors are willing to help you out and try and make sure that you're up to pace and they want you to succeed, rather than like just weeding out everyone as you might if you're in a class of 500 students. Like, your professors actually want to see you succeed, so that's a big portion of it. But also all of our coaches make sure that we know that school comes first, which is actually really reassuring. So if you have 4 exams on one day and you're super stressed out and you have an easy practice, like, your coach will probably say, hey, you can either do this on your own or just take some time to study because academics come first.
Well, thank you for taking the time to talk with us, and I wish you the very best during triathlon season, cross country season, and upcoming track season.
Thank you so much.